Like I'm streaming now? Okay. Let's see. First time doing this. Let's check it out. Camera. Loads. Okay, we got all this. I gotta figure out how these windows work. Uh, let's see. Um, this is pretty. I think this is called the junks. I just picked a trail and decided to ride on it. It's kind of amazing how quickly you get tired of just like riding the same vSwift on Watopia, time in and time out. So I thought this might be a little more fun. I don't know if I've been on this route before. But I guess we'll see. So, if anyone's wondering, I'm pretty new. I don't know if anyone's listening. It's hard to tell. I don't know if there's anything in the app that will tell me. I do have one viewer. Hey, Michelle. So, that's cool. Too old to be a Zwift streamer, I guess. I don't know. Just thought I'd give it a shot, see what's up. Ah, section, and I'm on a road bike, so they don't usually go too bad, at least not in my experience so far. But again, I'm not sure if I've been on this route before. You're too kind. I'm not old. Yeah, I'm old. I know it. I'm old and out of shape. It took some creative editing to get the box the right size so you can see me. But you can't see my knees hitting my fat, so I got that going for me, which is nice. Casting me on the TV. Thank you. Said I'm still trying to. Stats? No, that's not it. At the same time I'm trying to get a workout, I'm trying to figure out how all of the little tools work. Seen other people streaming this before, but I don't think I've been up here yet. This is like a little Mayan temple section of Watopia. Maybe Indiana Jones will pop up at some point. It's a sloth. So this is really just a test. I think I'll do like one lap of the circle, see how it goes. Sure, YouTube like saves these, so you can go back and watch them later. If anyone's interested. So the game is Zwift. It's basically a video game where you attach a bike to a device called a trainer, and then you pedal, and you basically are controlling the little guy on the screen on the bike. So as I'm pedaling, it's counting cadence with a cadence sensor on my crank arm on the pedals, and then there's a wheel in the back that's providing resistance on the tire. So as I pedal, it converts that resistance to wattage, which you can see on the screen there in the top corner, 139, 150. And then based on the wattage and my weight, it projects me down the field. My trainer just happens to be a wheel-on trainer, so the flywheel is providing resistance against the tire itself. There are direct drive trainers where you take your rear wheel off and you put a cassette in the device and then spool the chain around that cassette. And those provide a little more accuracy and don't tear up the tire. However, they're also a little more expensive, so I bought the cheap one. But it is a smart trainer, so as I move up and down hills, it'll change the level of resistance. And as I move from different textures, such as, well, like wood here, or gravel, dirt, asphalt, cobblestone, etc., it'll do things to change the resistance there. So I bought this as a gift for myself for Christmas, the trainer, and it was just so much fun. I did this like every day last week. And as I'm training for a half marathon next year, I thought it would be fun to document the training that I'm doing on something like YouTube for posterity, for fun, and just to keep me motivated. Yeah. Not bought a fan. It's highly recommended that you buy a fan. And you can probably see why. I have a pretty heavy sweater anyway when I work out, but just haven't found one that I like, and I have kind of a small apartment, so I want to make sure it'll fit and not get too in the way. There's a company called Wahoo that makes a smart fan for these kind of setups. Of course, walking has its own kicker line of bike trainers, but it can measure your forward velocity from the game, and it'll change the amount of wind that pushes back on you based on how fast you're going, which is kind of fun. Let's give it some power. Bike I'm riding is a Salsa Journeyman. It's a hybrid bike. So I have flat pedals. I know you can get clip-ins for hybrids. It's not like you can buy clip-ins for hybrids, but the first reason I purchased this was for a bikepacking trip, and I didn't feel like it made a lot of sense to have clip-ins in bikepacking. So, and also it has flat bars instead of drop bars. So occasionally I'll be doing training, and Strava will tell me to drop into the aero, or Strava, sorry, Zwift will tell me to drop into the aero position. And I'm like, sorry guys, I can't. Because there's not a whole lot of room to customize your setup at the very beginning. You have to like buy things with, they call it the drop store. It's not like real money, it's an in-game currency based on the amount of sweat. So I feel like I should get a bonus. As you gain and lose weight, your little guy there will like change size. That's kind of fun. Actual ride here, then you'll see something like, well, right here where it says Jungle Loop 431. I mean, it's like timing my current effort, and you see that, and you're just like, man, I'm gonna do well. So you push a little harder, and a lot of times you come up with a little bit more than you thought you had. At the same time, it doesn't make any sense to push too hard. And then have to quit halfway through and stuff. Thanks, Michelle. That's nice. My daughter was talking about streaming a video game she was playing. So I need to send her a message showing that I've beaten her to the punch. Looks like this uphill's gonna last a little while. Oh. I should have known when I, like early on in this race, I hit like a pretty decent downhill. I mean, it's called a loop for a reason. Should have known. The scenery is pretty. Reminds me of a trip I took to Mexico once. Being a runner, most of my workouts don't have this kind of like heart rate intensity. So much here. I was like, I want to try some hills. So I found this. It's like 3,000-foot climb over like 14 miles. I was an idiot, man. There's no way. So I like 9 miles in. And I've done like 1,000 feet, maybe 1,200. So I'm looking at my speed and I'm thinking about my time, and I'm thinking like it's gonna take me 2 hours to finish this. So I bailed, man. I just totally bailed. I was like, it's too much, it's gonna take too long. But it also taught me like, you know, try something hard. Because now I know I have a limit. I know where the limit is at least. Like it can be hard to tell. The longest trip I've done in a single day was like 66 miles. And it was slightly uphill, I think, that day. But nothing massive. So some aspects of cycling that you think like, well, it's easier than running. I don't think I could run up 3,000 miles either, or 3,000 feet either. But still, like I've put time in this app. I mean, I've only been riding for like 2 years now, and I'm not riding nearly as often as some people. But yeah, I just never tried anything like that. So it's like now I know I don't go for something anything that steep. Because hell, these 4% are hard enough for me. That's all part of it. Like, you gotta build up. I don't have to go over that thing. I think I do. Yikes. Hill's never gonna really easy. Let's live on this hill now. This is my home. I'm gonna build a house right over there. So how is the noise level? I did some test videos to see, like, can you all hear the trainer? Like the whirring, whining noise in the background? I mean, not my voice, the other whining noise. I have it configured right. I think you won't be able to hear it at all. Sound quality. Can you guys hear my voice okay? Can you hear the whining of the trainer? Because it's pretty loud here. But in the test videos, it seems like I got it all kind of nice and blocked out. So I just kind of wanted to get a sense of what are you guys hearing? Do I need to taper that? Do I need to work on it? French tricked me. You tricked me. Son of a... It's there but not noticeable. Alright, just making sure. You're talking about the whine of the machine, not the whine of my voice, right? Like, because that second one's the whine I want to keep. Ooh. I can adjust the sound out of the app fairly easily. All right. at 2044 for the jungle loop. And I've never done it before because I don't have a 90-day PR there. So, let's see how it goes. 2050. So 2 more miles to go. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. I don't want to cuss too much on YouTube. It makes the Google robots sensitive. I'm not winning any awards, so there's no reason to kill myself. But I also don't want to make it too easy, you know? You gotta try hard. Less than a mile to go. Whew. That jungle loop may be separate from my beginning and end. That's it. You mentioned, Michelle, you mentioned runners. you can, there are like treadmills that'll work with this as well. So, so that line is there. I don't know if I want to push it. There it goes. What is that? Like 32nd place? That's crazy. What is that? Just like past an hour? Michelle, do you need a separate device or just the app for me as a treadmill? I don't know. Because I'm not really sure what all it measures when it runs. I'm assuming that like I have to have a trainer that works with the device, that you'd have to have a treadmill that would work with the device. And I'm guessing there's like specialty treadmills that would do the job. But yeah, I don't know. Something about Zwift is like getting started is it's not, I mean, it's not cheap. You have to have the bike and the bargain basement smart trainer that I bought, which is it's a Garmin Tac X, but it's not the Neo. It's I think it's called the Flow. But it was still like a $500, $400, maybe I can't remember. Let's say it was $350 or something like that. You know, just there are a lot of costs that get associated with this. So, but yeah, I don't know what they would require out of. I would imagine that they would want some sort of like, well, of course, a pedometer, but they might even want. So there are these devices that you can get for running that measure your cadence. Like you clip them to a shoe, and it measures cadence more accurately. I guess it's like a better version of a step counter. And I've never really thought of buying one because, well, like the points I'm at in running, my goals this year are to complete my first half marathon, to PR, or actually even better than PR. I want under a half hour in a 5K, and I want under an hour 10 in a 10K. So I'm not at like the level, even if I actually knew that like having a cadence sensor on my shoe would be helpful, I don't think I'd be at that level anyway. So I haven't really looked too much into it. Okay, well, into the second loop here. Today was just about getting this thing up and running and testing it and seeing if it works, and apparently it does. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll like hit up Facebook and Twitter and stuff whenever I have a new stream to start. I'm still kind of getting all this stuff like arranged, you know. And I guess I'll see you then. Thanks for joining.